hear someone coming into the churchyard wistfully. Give me the flowers and do as I say. I'm almost afraid to stand in the churchyard alone, but I will do as you say. Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. O woe, the canopy is dust and stone, with which sweet water nightly I will drew. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, these obsequies that for I thee will keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep.
Give me the crowbar and the light. Take this letter. In the early morning give it to my father. Why I descend into the bed of death? Partly to see my lady's face, partly to pry the ring from her dead finger.
I will go, and leave you alone.
Be gone, good fellow. Live a good life.
It is that villainous Montague, the one that killed my love's cousin, Tybalt. I will apprehend him here. He must die.
I must, but not by your blade.
You must die, and by my blade.
Don't let me put another sin upon my head, boy.
I am slain. If thou have a heart, put me by my love, Juliet, inside the tomb.
In faith I will. Oh, I am sorry, thy cousin, and I am sorry, Paris. Shall I remember this face? Death is not as beautiful as you. I love you. Oh, apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Shall I die with a kiss?
Who goes there? I'm a friend, and I know you well. That's a good thing. Now tell me, whose torch is it at the Capitol's monument? My master, one that you know well, Romeo. How long has he been there? Half an hour. Go with me to the vault. I cannot. My master told me to leave him alone. You stay here, and I'll go alone. I fear some unfortunate thing is waiting for me up there. I slept under a yew tree, and I dreamt that my master and another brought. My master killed him.
Romeo, what blood stains this tomb? What gory battle has taken place in this peaceful place? Romeo! Dead! And Paris too? What an unkind hour!
Friar? Where am I? Where's my Romeo?
Come, Juliet, we must leave this place. I hear a noise. I'll take you to a place where none but Romeo and Paris met their ends.
No, you must go by yourself. I will follow later.
If you insist, I dare not stay.
Romeo, what is this? A poison? You killed yourself? Yet not leave enough for me to do the same? Maybe there's some left on your lips. There's none. What is this? His dagger? It's not anything. I had the choice to die. Oh, happy dagger.
This is where the lantern shines. 'Tis all bloody. Search the churchyard. Bring me anybody you can find. What is this? Juliet, freshly killed? Alert the Montagues, the Capulets, everybody. What has happened here?
Found Romeo's servant. He was lurking in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince arrives.
We found the friar exiting from the churchyard side, weeping, sighing, and trembling, with a mattock and a spade.
What a suspicion. Keep him here, under holding.
Why have you woken me up so early in the morning? Why are they screaming so loudly?
Some cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris. They're all running to our monument.
Here lies Paris and Romeo, slain, and Juliet too, freshly killed.
What has happened?
We found Friar and Romeo's man, here with tools used to open the tomb.
Abby, my daughter, she is dead.
Come, Montague, and look.
My wife has died tonight, of grief, of Romeo's banishment.
Look, there is more to see.
My son, dead before me?
Bring forth all this parties of suspicion.
Here I am, to both explain and accuse myself.
Say what you need to say quickly.
I will be brief, for my short tale of breath is not so long as its tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married before the county of Paris. Then she comes to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some means to rid of her from this second marriage, or in my cell she would kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored up in my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as a dire night, to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force would cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesterday night returned my letter back. Then all alone, at the preferred hour of her waking, came I to her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her close in my cell, till I conveniently could send to Romeo. When I came, some minute ere at the time of her waking, her untimely lay, the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her to come forth, and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a note did scare me from the tomb, and she too desperate would not go with me, but as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in the miscarriage by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed, some hour before his time, unto the rigor of the severest law.
That is your opinion. Bring me Balthazar. I went to Mantua to tell Romeo of Juliet's death. He gave me this letter to give to his father in the next morning.
He had flowers to strew about his lady's grave. He took them to the tomb. He told me to stay here, and I did.
This letter makes sense of all of it. Everything they have said is legit. Capulet, Montague, how could you live with the hate that has killed your children?
Oh, Brother Montague, give me their hand. This is for my daughter's jointure. No more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. I will raise a statue in pure gold, as that of true and faithful Juliet.
And Romeo will be as rich by his lady's side.
There never was a story of more woe than that of Juliet and her Romeo.